Okay, here we go. Round one. I was gonna start with e5. Okay. He wants to play this one. Okay, let's play f3. Why did I do this actually? I don't know why I did this. No, not the start I wanted. Yeah, terrible first game. Okay. It's like my match against Jose Martinez Alcantara, also known as Jospin. What is this? Complete nonsense from Magnus so early in the match. Interesting choice. I mean, this is obviously winning for me with correct play, but whether I can play it correctly is a whole separate question. What am I doing? Am I messing this up? Ah, terrible. I'm playing bad chess. Why did I think so long there? I was winning that game. Fairly cold here at the start. I'm getting good positions here at the start, though. Gun. Oh, he resigns. Interesting. I didn't think he would resign that, but I guess he felt his position was that bad. Let's play my old childhood openings. This is what my stepdad used to always play. It's what he taught me. I think one of the first openings. Let's try to play like him. Okay, just slow down. Take it easy. Deep breaths. Should not have allowed queen d6. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, stop. Why am I thinking so long here suddenly? What am I doing? What am I doing? Pick up the speed. Pick up the speed. This is disgusting. What am I doing? No, why did I do that? That was so stupid. Yeah, I mean, I hung that. My speed has not been good at the start. My speed's been very shaky. We're both finding our rhythm, though, is what I feel like. Neither of us has started off really all that great. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna build a lead here. Okay. Really? Okay. We're up two. Pretty. I feel like I'm playing better than Magnus at the start, at least, but. I think I'm playing better than him right now, but it's not like I'm not playing out of this world good. He missed bishop. He had bishop b4, which was winning. He missed it. I'm surprised Magnus is happy to play endgames here. Okay. Yeah, it's just a draw. What move was the capture on? Move 47, so move 97. Yeah, whatever. There's probably no way to avoid a threefold there already, though. There's probably no good way to dodge the threefold, to be honest. Yeah, if there's a way to dodge a threefold, maybe I'd play on, but there's no clean way to dodge it there. Okay, focus. No super fast ones, just stay focused. Just keep going. That's the main thing that I'm remembering. Just keep going. It might not work, but just keep going. Just keep going. If you lose, but just keep going. No panic. That's just losing. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, so I'm just losing no matter what. Okay, never mind. I didn't see the queen guarding, or else I would have obviously. Well, I would have lost anyway. But I thought I had a perpetual there for a second. He's playing the French. It's very clear to me that Magnus wants to play endgames, which is interesting because I don't actually think that endgames are the right approach. If I'm being honest, probably I shouldn't say that, but I don't think it's the right approach for Magnus. Like, if you were to ask me, I would say that long endgames where their speed is going to matter should favor me more than him. Oh shoot, I just blundered this somehow. No Magnus. No. No Magnus. No. Not like that. How do I get endgames? You know, it's funny. I want endgames here. It's funny. Like, I think I want endgames. I think Magnus is misassessing the situation. I think I want endgames more than he... And he keeps wanting endgames, but I think endgames are actually not to his advantage. Yeah, I think Magnus is misassessing this, if I'm being honest. I think he's just misassessing this. He thinks his advantage is in endgames. He's just wrong. I legitimately think Magnus, he's just misunderstanding this. His assessment, I think, is just completely wrong. There we go. Next game. Let's keep going. This music has like really got me going. Clouds like Bollywood style stuff, like. This Indian music has got me going. What's the saying? It's got this music is bussin', right? Because everyone's gonna get mad at me for saying that. This music is bussin'. It's bussin', boys. This music is bussin'. I missed that. Okay, let's just trade the queens. Wait a second, be careful. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing this horribly, but whatever. Chenya. No, sir. No. Nope. Let's go here. That just takes. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's keep going. Whatever, let's just play chess. You know. Okay, Magnus again wants an endgame. Really confused. I don't believe in Magnus' strategy at all. I mean, he is maybe marginally better with the two bishops here, but His strategy is surprising. Let's put it that way. I think his strategy is just wrong, actually. I think his strategy is just wrong. Like, he's trying to play Zen games against me, and I feel like Magnus's biggest advantage. Yeah, like his biggest advantage is yeah, his biggest advantage should be playing should be like on the clock. And he's like, or not on the clock, sorry, what am I saying? There we go, another draw. Let's keep going. Yeah, I think Magnus' strategy is just wrong. His notion that he can outplay me in end games, I mean, in real chess, that's probably true, by the way. I'm not going to pretend that I'm some, like, great endgame player over the board. But this notion that he can somehow, that he can just win these games at will is just a little bit odd to me. I missed rook b1. Let's just get the rook to a better square. No, that's right. Oh, I can trade the rooks. Oh my god, I can trade the rooks. I'm a moron. Oh, I should actually like, oh my god, I can trade the rooks and win another game. Oh, that's so bad. I can just trade the rooks. Oh, I suck at chess. I'm literally the worst player of all time. What the heck was that? Ah, that's so bad. So bad of me, eh? Why am I talking like a Canadian? Let's go g3. Let's play d3 92. Oh shoot, now I'm just blunt. Castle right into the heart of the attack. Why not? Oh, I knew that was wrong too. I don't want to burn clock, no point. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to run. Or whatever. Put me in, coach. That's a terrible move. Yeah, I got careless for a move here. Yeah, I got careless for one move and I'm gonna pay a huge price. Maybe. I saw it. Unlucky. Come on, come on, come on. You gotta find a move. Ah, I hung it. Maybe I could have saved it. I don't know. The time is so close. It's funny that if it was 30 minutes, I win this match. I thought the longer format gives me a better chance, and now, he does that. Put me in, coach. Let's just play an end game. I think I've outplayed him in the end. Not outplayed, but I mean, like, I haven't been worse. Okay. I was lost and I got away with that one. I'm gonna start getting... Okay, I'm gonna run the clock down. It's a threefold, right? 1, 2. Yeah, it's 3. It's threefold, right? Let me make sure. 1, 2. Yeah, it's 3. Okay, it's 3, so I can run the clock all the way down. I mean, maybe I should play on here, but at this point I can't do anything about it. All right, 1, 2. Yeah, it's 3. $15 minutes left. Now imagine if this was 30 minutes, I would have won this match. But this is threefold. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's just trade, play simple chess here. I mean, the general strat Magnus has is just not right, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, this is a draw. Gonna run the clock out again. When was the last pawn push? It was h4. I don't know when it was, so yeah, let's go again. 13 minutes. Stop thinking, just move. Why am I thinking? Yeah. F5 looks like a move just to take the pawn. I'm just gonna blast with C5 here. Oh no, I just blundered. Should have won this game. Should have won that one. All right, let's reset. Takes is still correct. Let's go here and trade it. I don't know if I like this. I have rook c1, I thought. Okay, let's go again. Why did I just play b6, by the way? Stupid. I should have made the check first. Stupid. Focus. Not finding that extra gear to put one of these games away that I've been winning. That's a big problem for me. Of course, here's this too. Yeah, I'm starting to slip. The quality of my play is going down just a little bit here. But I'm much faster than Magnus here. I win this one. Come on, come on. You got to come with moves. Come on. Stay sharp. I'm going to go here and trade. Is there no way to win this? Oh no, I blundered. I should have taken the draw there. I should have taken the draw. I gambled on it. That's a very big mistake by me. I should have taken the draw. Why didn't I take the draw there? Huge gamble by me. I went all in on that and it didn't work. It was a huge all-in decision and it was the wrong one. Frustrating. Let's go for it. Let's sack the queen. Let's go for it. Let's show no fear and just try to go after him. Wait. I try to be the yeah, I try to be the hero. Okay, reset, just mental resets here. Mental resets. And now I just blunder a pawn. Here's a draw. Let's go here. I'm just gonna go all in with F5. Maybe a bad move, but I want to go all in. I feel like Magnus is shaky in general. Let's go F6. Focus. I don't like my opening this game. Focus. Oh, I slipped. Oh, fudge. I just slipped. Oh my god. I slipped. This is gonna count though. I threw this match so hard. It's still going though. I had this match won. I had it won if I had taken the draw in that critical game before. Focus. Okay, is that one or actually wait, I don't know if that's game 1 or game 2. I don't know if that's game 1 or game 2. The last game I think started with 3 seconds, but I don't actually know what the score is, so I don't know. Well, I mean, it doesn't even matter. It's just a clean bullet match. So who gives a flying fridge? But I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Whether that was the first game, whether that was the second game of the 6 games, I have no idea. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Just take a deep breath and slow down. Oh, did he just blunder? No, something has this. Okay, we got the win. Let's keep going. Come on, keep the pace up. Keep the pace up. Oh my god, I just hung the knight. Shoot. Oh, crud. Oh, great. That's just great. Oh my god, I threw it. I don't know what number game this is, by the way. I have no idea. I don't even know at this point. I have no idea what number this is. So whatever, I'm just playing at this point. I don't even care. I mean, this has been a good match regardless. Yeah, I mean, I literally have no idea what game number this is. Literally. I know this is the last game. I don't know if it'll be 2 games. I have no idea what even is going on here. That's how insane this whole match has been. Focus. Just move. My mouse. I win. I win. Yes. Is that 6 or not? Is that 6 or not? I don't know. Is that 6 or is not? That's 6. That's got to be 6, right? That's 6. No, or is that one? Is there one more? Or is that 6? That's 6, right? I'll open Slack. I'll find out. Is that 6 or not? That's game over. Yes. I think that's 6, right? Is that 6 or not? That's 6, right? Oh, let me open chat. I don't know. That's 6, I think. I think that's 6, right? There's one more? Wait a second. What is the... I've got to ask them, though. How many more? Is that... No? No, but in sudden death, you win by 1. I just have to ask how many it is. There are 2 more. Is that 4 or 5 or... Wait, I have to ask and find out. I need them to tell me. Because I don't know if that's 4, 5, 6, what number that is. Let me ask them. I have to know because like it's impossible. Otherwise, I don't know. That's 6, right? Or is that 5? Or I don't really want to open chat. I'm waiting for them to tell me in Slack what the deal is. Oh, come on, just tell me how many that is. Come on. That's only 4? What? Okay, that's only 4. Okay, then let's go. Okay, so there are 2 more. Okay, let's go. 2 more then? Okay, let's go. Game number 4, I guess. I don't know. I thought that was 6 for some reason, but okay, whatever. So this is game 5 then. Okay. Not like I even know anymore at this point. It's like we've been playing too many games. I don't even know what the score is. Yeah, I literally have no idea what number this is. I mean, again, I can gamble here with C4 if I want to. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's keep going. Is that 4? I don't know if that's 4 or 5. I don't even know. I'll let chess.com tell me. I have no idea. Is it now, Magnus? Is it over or not? Now I don't know. Is it over or not over? That has to be game 5, surely. Last game we played was a draw, right? Or not? Or what was the last game? Last game we played, I don't even know. I'm letting chess.com tell me. I assume that's it, but I don't know. Let me open chat. That's over? It's over. I win? I win. Oh, because I win by 2. Yes, I win by 2. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, the final name does the talking. Hikaru Nakamura. He talks while playing chess at the highest level, and he's about to talk to us. So, Hikaru, we welcome you into the show. Huge congratulations. How are you feeling now that you just took down Magnus Carlsen?
Yeah, I mean, it was a crazy match. Obviously, at some points, I thought I had the match under control. I mean, I think there was this. There were many games that were back and forth, but I think pretty consistently, I was the one who was ahead on the clock. And because of that, I was really pressing him. Magnus found some amazing resources. There were probably 2 or 3 games when I was up, I want to say like 3 or 4 where I thought it was GG, and he kept hanging in. And there was that one game where I was up by 3, the bishop ending, and then I tried to win it. Like, I told myself I was just going to make the draw with the opposite colored bishops. I went for it, and then it kind of went downhill. But nonetheless, it was just, I think, really, really exciting for the fans. I'm glad that I found a way to keep it together at the very end.
Is it hard to keep your emotions together when you know there were games like that, Hikaru, like the bishop ending? There was that one game that maybe you could have traded rooks and been winning in the king and pawn ending, which you realized after. And if your opponent makes a comeback, are those games kind of calling at you and distracting you, or are you able to forget them and just stay focused in the moment?
Well, I mean, there's one very important thing, which is that for better or worse, I've lost a bunch of games against Magnus where he's pulled these shenanigans. He finds ways to win games that he should never win, let alone draw. And so I've had a lot of experience of being on the wrong end of those games. And so I think having had those experiences certainly helps a lot in terms of not like going over the top and losing your mind. I mean, Magnus does it better than anyone else. Like, even when I think about my games against Ali Reza or others, like, they aren't able to find ways to survive losing positions. When they get the good positions, they do things, but the losing positions where they can turn around, it doesn't happen that often. And I mean, the fact that Magnus did that just with all the experience, I was able to just keep going. I think more than that, the mindset that I had, there was also a game where I think I blundered. I was down like it was queen of rook versus queen with the passed e pawn, I think, or d pawn, whichever pawn it was. And I just said, keep going, keep making moves. And that was sort of the emblematic of the spirit I had, which is once the game ended, you just keep moving forward, just keep trying to play moves. And I seem to do it quite well. And I think that was the main thing, is I really mastered the tempo. And I was able to just keep moving quickly. And Magnus, I mean, he just wasn't able to be as precise in some of the critical games.
Well, on that note, Hikaru, it seemed like many of the games were taken to the end game quite quickly. Some early queen trades. Was that part of your pre-match preparation? You have no more opponents to face. You can let us know what your prep was.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Magnus going into the end games was a huge mistake. Actually, now I can say this too. There were a couple games against Ali Reza as well where I felt like when he was ahead by maybe 2 or maybe it was 3 games, or like 2 or 3 games with the black piece, I think, where I got these quick end games. I was able to just get into the rhythm, move really quickly. And I felt for Magnus it was a huge mistake going into the end games, because I think in general I was just quicker than him. And it's not as though Magnus can't outplay me. Obviously, I mean, he is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, endgame players of all time. But I felt that the endgames that we were getting in, the moves were too easy for me. It was a situation where I'm trying to think of a good analogy. I guess I'll use American football as the analogy. But, in American football, there are two types. They're running backs. And one type of running is what we call downhill running, where basically you just run right into the linebackers ahead of you, go straight into them. The other one is where you juke, you try to go side to side, all that other stuff. And very much I felt like it was very downhill, where my moves were just instant. I could make the moves instantly. It's like going right into the game. You don't have to think. There's none of this fancy schmancy, but you go right into the game. And I thought it was a huge mistake for Magnus to go into the end games as much as he did. I also thought Magnus didn't vary the openings enough. I got too many of these positions that were similar to my match against Jossim earlier, because Jossim also plays e4, d4, knight f3, bishop d3, c3. And same thing happened today, where so many games I got like the first 15, 20 moves without having to think. And then I was just quicker than Magnus. So I would say those were going to the end games, and then the lack of variety, especially with the white pieces, were probably his 2 mistakes. But obviously it still could have gone either way, even at the end. Magnus just, he wasn't able to keep together in those final 2 games. And I mean, I just found a way.
Amazing stuff. Hikaru, this is your 4th Bullet Chess Championship title, I think. You've also won a whole lot of speed chess championships. But one thing that's been different in these last 2 events is you beat Magnus Carlsen in the final. And obviously we know that there's a lot going on in the world of online chess, right? And so having the opportunity to play Magnus, does that make these a little bit sweeter? Getting Magnus in these events that you haven't beaten him before, does that make this title a little bit more important than even the previous one?
I mean, I don't want to downplay, because of course if I say what everyone knows that I want to say, people are going to be mad and everything. So I guess what I would say in general terms is that when I look at playing Magnus, it's always a great pleasure to play against the best player in the world. I think for me, I feel like I can compete with him on equal terms. I think I've proven that actually over the last year or so. But more importantly and beyond that, I think the thing that a lot of people don't understand, and the thing that really does separate Magnus, besides the fact that he's just a beast and plays such great chess, is the psychological grip that he has, or the psychological edge. I mean, if you looked at his match against Ali Reza, Alireza was so close to winning, and it seemed like he was going to win that match. Magnus was able mentally to keep it together better than Alireza was. He was able to win those games at the end and snatch that victory away from Alireza. I think Daniel was actually quite similar. Daniel had some good positions very early. Once he missed like one or two of those opportunities, boom, it just all went downhill instantly. And so, I mean, I feel like it's a lot of it is in the mind. And I think I said this before, but as far as Bullet goes, I think that if I keep it together and I just like I don't get inside my own head, I can play with anybody, and I think I've proved that, especially against the best player in the world the last few times.
Yeah, you certainly have proven against any opponent that comes your way. And I guess a question I have for you is: are there any people out there, even in this field, that you see room for improvement from them, or any up and comers that you think will be challenging for BCC titles in the future?
I mean, I think Alireza obviously is a big question mark. I think, you know, when I look at Alireza, whether it's Bullet or Blitz or Raptor or Classical, I mean, I think there's probably some mental things that he needs to work out. I think if he works those out, I mean, the sky really is the limit for him. I mean, Magus is Magus. I mean, I don't even know how you say Magus can improve because he's obviously so ridiculously good already. But I think that if I was looking at any player, it'd probably be Alireza, maybe even Danya, if Danya could actually stop being so afraid of Magus and myself. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say that, but I do get the sense that with Danya, I think he also can play completely on par with Magus and myself. But the problem is that I feel like in the critical moments he starts worrying, he starts respecting us too much. He expects us to just blow him away. And I think I'd say Alireza and Daniel are probably the two players who, I mean, if they could sort some of those mental kinks out there, I mean, they very easily could win against both of us. I think it's really selling them short to act as though they have no chance.
Yeah. One player missing is Nihal Sarin. What do you think about him if he joins the field? How does he stack up?
Yeah, I mean, actually, I forgot about Nihal. He is the one player who I believe was invited and declined, and everybody's wondering why he didn't play. I mean, obviously, I have no idea why he chose not to. I think that, you know, it's been a while since I played him in that SEC match, but he always performs very well. I know that when I think about players that I've played online, he is the other player who's very, very pesky, very annoying. Somehow he keeps finding resources and keeps the games going. Definitely someone to watch. I would say actually Nihal more so than any other player near the top in recent times. He's very, very reminiscent of myself. Very, very reminiscent. Very good at Blitz, very good at Bullet, plays online all the time, much like I used to when I was in like the mid 2600s. And I mean, I think at some point he's going to be able to turn on classical chess, but I think he's another player that has great chances in all the online formats if he's able to if he's able to play. I don't know why he couldn't play, but he is the one player who's kind of we don't know where he's at, but he could get up there.
Yeah, we, of course, would love to see Nihal play in future editions, and he's always invited, so he just needs to accept. But we have accepted a few questions from the chat. So the first featured chat question I would ask you is from Fuisan Geno, who says, Hikaru, how did you regain yourself after having a strong lead and Magnus being able to tie up the match?
Well, I mean, I think the main thing is that I was in this zone where I wasn't even thinking about anything, kind of. I mean, there was one moment that it bothered me, which was basically when I lost that the bishops of opposite color ending, where I tried to go king c3, or no, I tried to go to f2 and win the g2 h3 pawns. That was the one moment where I did look at the clock around the time where I could have made an easy repetition. And I didn't. That's where I felt like I thought for a brief second there I had the match won. That was the one moment when I let the situation kind of get in my head a little bit. But after that, it was more just like start the next game, just pound or blitz out, whatever adjective you want to use, to get those moves on the board as quickly as possible. And then once you're in the game, the time's ticking down, you don't have time to think about anything else. And I think that was the most important thing, is that like the start of the openings, I was able to blitz out like 10 or 15 moves, and I had no issues doing that. So it was more that because it was Bullet and I could make all those moves so quickly, I never really had such thoughts about or it's a verb, whatever, same thing. But yeah, you guys get the point.
No, it's great. Honestly, we've got more featured chat here, but it's a great interview, so I want to keep stealing questions of my own. I'm going to try to combine one. So this is a question from Johnny Baker 27, which he asked, what changed for you from the past when you used to have a tough time against Magnus and now you beat him? And I'm going to kind of build on that again with the psychological edge that again, as you said, maybe used to exist or does exist for Magnus in a lot of ways, wasn't there, even though you watched Magnus play really well today, right? He returned to Norway. He was on a roll. He beat Danya and Ali Reza. Was there a part of you that was kind of looking at Magnus and worried about his form? And why does he not have the same psychological edge over you anymore if he used to?
Well, I mean, there are a few reasons. I have no ambitions in classical chess anymore. I have no ambitions, period, in chess. I'm a streamer first. So that's the most obvious point. A lot of people are going to make more jokes and memes about it. But at the end of the day, like if I think about it from like Ali Reza's perspective, I mean, obviously I don't know for sure that this is his perspective, but you know, back when I was playing chess all the time, playing top tournaments, there's really only one goal you have in mind, and that is try to get into the Canada's tournament. If you can get there, then you know the chips will fall where they may. That's obviously very much a coin flip or a roulette table when you're playing in such an event, because anything can happen, frankly. But it's like get to that tournament, maybe get to a world championship. So that's really the only thing you can think about. And the hardest part is that with Magnus always there playing such insane chess, you're always worried about him. Then you see him play all these games, like you see what he did against Ali Reza today, against Daniel, the way he stormed back against me. And it's very easy to just sort of stop thinking of him as a human. It really is. Like some of these things that he does on the board, sometimes you don't understand it. I mean, there are many examples from my own games against him that I could use. And I think the fact that I don't have such thoughts anymore, I don't really worry about trying to become world champion or trying to get to number one. I mean, these things are just like gravy on top of the mashed potatoes, as we like to say here in the South. So I think for me, it's just like I just play, I have fun. And also I have to add separately, though, I think for Magnus, one of the perhaps I don't want to say mistakes, but I think he watched a lot of my streams during the heart of the pandemic. And I think when you watch my streams, it also sometimes makes me seem better at chess than I actually am, too, because I'm explaining all these things, all these deep concepts. And I think that also might play some role as well. So I don't know if I completely answered your question, but I mean, I think it's just I don't care. I just play, have fun. Whatever happens. Nothing changes in my world. You know, I can become world champion. I'll still be a streamer first. Nothing's going to change. So no pressure, no worries, no stress in life. And I'm sure there's some psychology inspiration video that someone's done on this exact thing. But it is what it is.
Wow. Well, I mean, you know, it's always good to hear you tell it like it is, and you say you don't feel the pressure, but it does sometimes feel like, you know, you're still just improving almost. And I guess a question from the chat that's related to this from Sahar Malik is, well, what is your best advice to get better at bullet chess? Because Magnus did seem to be an improved version of himself in that final match, and you rose to the occasion.
I mean, bullet is so hard. I mean, honestly, I feel like bullet, I would say for anybody who's not like 2,600 plus, just play it for fun. Don't think about improving. Just play it because you want to play it. That's really all that I think I can say. I mean, I would say if you're above that, I would use like Nihal as an example of somebody where he plays all the time online. I think if you're trying to improve at bullet, you should play as much as you can online if you have the time. But again, most of us don't have the time to play bullet like 10, 12 hours every day. But I was lucky that you know, back when I was younger, I did used to play. Like I had these great matches, and again, like I can only just now I'm one of the old guys. I'm not one of the young guys anymore. I remember, you know, when I was like 12, 13, 14 on the Internet Chess Club, I would play these marathon, like 5-6 hour matches with guys like Hawkeye, that German GM Roland Schmaltz. And like, I mean, I was fortunate to have that opportunity. So I think you just have to play as much as you humanly can if you have the opportunity. And, you know, also it was funny because my openings against Ali Reza and Magnus today were very much in the spirit of my childhood openings, the openings that I learned from my stepfather, but then also that I played online all the time in many of those bullet games. So it's always E4, knight C3, and then like Grand Prix attack, play like the Austrian attack against Hawkeye. I mean, all those great openings. So I think if you have the time, just play as much as you can.
Today was a throwback. We mentioned curtains earlier. We mentioned the Year of the Rabbit. We mentioned Hawkeye. This is how you remind us of who we really are. That's a Nickelback reference. Hikaru, Nickelback. What's the best
What
song?
about Nickelback?
Best Nickelback song.
I don't listen to Nickelback. Come on. No, actually, you know, I did want to say one thing. I don't know which song was on my playlist, but there's one great song during this match which really got me grooving. There was this Indian song. I don't even know. I'm sure people in chat will know what it is, but there was this Indian song which I started singing to, which was like the best thing ever. It was Chaya Chaya, I think it was. Like that was like the greatest thing ever. That really helped me just get grooving. Because I think at that time I was ahead, but that really got me into it. So I mean, the Indian songs are great, and no wonder all these Indian players are so good. They should be so inspired by their music.
Hollywood for the win, man.
Hey, Hikaru, we never want this event to end. We don't really want this interview to end, but we will let you keep grooving on your stream. Congratulations once more. This was such a fantastic performance by you.
Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great one. All right, you guys, we are back. Let me change the scene. Of course, we are back. Yeah. Oh, Magnus is interviewing. Okay, let's watch Magnus. Okay, let's watch Magnus.
Start.
Oh, the
first couple of games, he was outplaying me completely, and then it was still pretty close. And then there was a stretch where he was building up a lead, and I was like. So the thing is that I played some bullets over the years, not that much, specifically on chess.com, but I played like over the years. But the thing is, I never played Hikaru, and I've seen Hikaru crush everybody else, and even in this tournament. But I always kind of thought that I matched up decently with him, and that sort of my main strength, I think, which is also his main strength, is that we're simply better at chess than the others, and so we can make good moves more quickly. So they need to spend time. But then, yeah, at some point, like he was playing a lot faster than I was, and he was playing much better, seeing all kinds of tactics.
Oh my god.
That was a massive reality check for me. I was at that point I was thinking, oh, okay, so he's just that much better than I am. I was like, yeah, fair enough. This guy's just a beast. I think he was feeling the flow at that point. And I think it was the same as with Alireza. Like, I was losing a bunch of games in a row, and just like to get that one draw, one win to stop the bleeding. I think he became a bit more defensive.
Yeah, it wasn't as aggressive. That's true.
Point,
that's true.
I actually had chances which I didn't really think I would at some point. But yeah, what I just want to say is I'm extremely impressed. I mean, I always knew that he was good. I always thought that he was somewhat better.
It's in the brain. It's in the mind.
But
it's in the mind. It's in the mind, you guys.
I didn't realize, and yeah, it's insanely impressive.
It's all in the mind, you
Magnus,
guys.
that's
it's all in the
high
mind.
Praise of coming from you of all people, but the match was tied at 15, and then he won the last two. So it was a level match, and I guess. On that note, like, how did you improve your play over time? You're back home. Do you think that made a big difference, or what was it about today where you elevated your game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was back home. Like, that just meant that I saw I have a better setup, and I'm gonna be. I'm still not fast in scrambles, but I would be like a little bit faster. Like, I could actually make.
Turn up the volume. Okay, I'll turn the volume up.
Like, able to make quick pre-moves, okay. Which I just wasn't the last few days. And I think I mean, I said before the tournament that I thought that I thought Alireza and Hikaru were much better than the others. Well, except for me, I thought I could compete with them, and I still sort of think that Alireza is like a little bit better than I am, but yeah, Hikaru is very strong, and yeah, I could have won the match for sure, but yeah, I wouldn't have felt like I beat like. That it would be just natural. I mean, at no point in the match did I really feel.
This is so funny, by the way. I'm going to tell you guys something after superior. This.
That's all.
Wow, it's high praise. And Magnus, how much? Kind of a weird question, but how much does that motivate you, right? And no way would.
No, I have something to tell you guys about a match that I lost against Magnus after this, where like I feel like I could have won, and it was so heartbreaking to lose. So it's just kind of funny to hear Magnus say the same thing, going the other way.
This guy's better than me at this, right? Does that motivate you already, even in looking ahead?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just really happy that I managed to get to the final and I didn't make a complete fool of myself. Like if I mean, if I'd been blown out in the final, that would have been fine. Just getting there was good, but overall, this is a very good result for me. I think, you know, if I if I was completely rested, maybe I'd have a chance to upset him. I'm
Yeah.
I think he's certainly better, but maybe at my best, um, I'm like good enough that it's not a shock if I win. And I mean, I can try to improve a little bit. I don't suspect that I'll be practicing a lot. To be honest, like most of the time, I just find playing pretty stressful. But we'll see. I gotta say also, before the match against Hikaru, as I said, like I was extremely happy to get there, but I felt like I'd already sort of expended so much, not so much energy, but more like nervous energy in the match against Alireza. Fortunately, I like the match against Naroditsky was pretty comfortable, but I felt I felt a bit drained after the match with Alireza, but I'm happy. It was a good match, and I think overall, I'm pretty proud actually of my performance here.
You should be proud of it for sure. Magnus, on that note of you felt like you expended a lot of energy, Danny and I were talking as the match was beginning as Hikaru. Did you feel like you would be with the advantage because you were in the flow? You've been playing Bullet for a few hours.
Good question.
Or that the
Yeah, it's
rest
a good
was
question.
more important? So do you think that it would have made a difference if you had more time separated between your match against Alireza and your match against Hikaru?
I think the rest is more important also because there is always some sense of flow. But I mean, in terms of rest, I don't think it's about those hours necessarily. It's probably more that I should have spent my time this week a bit differently if I wanted to optimize my results. But that's yeah, that's fine. I don't think the resting time made a massive difference. It's always I think it's a slight advantage, but not a big deal.
More rest, better bullet, right? Who would have known? I only have one more question, Magnus. I texted you between the Danya match and the other match about holding alt when you promote. Did you know that when he did that stalemate trick, if you hold alt and you take, you can get a knight? You know that?
Yeah, I know. It just didn't occur to me that I could underpromote.
Okay. Just yeah.
I mean, at that point, like I already like had my guard down.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, I tried the same thing yesterday. In that I think we started this last game with like 8 seconds left or something, and I tried to start the last game against Andrew as well, just so that we can get one more game of practice. But yeah, no, I knew it. I don't know if I've ever done it actually. So like, if you're playing me in Bullet, like. Yeah, and I have to promote to a knight. I'll probably lose some time.
Rotate.
Well, it's something for someone to prepare against you. And we did ask the chat for some questions. And Galaxy Milk 100, first of all, great username, wanted to know, how did you prepare for your match against Hikaru? Did you do anything before your other matches today, or in the break, or anything like that?
No, I mean, I had an energy drink and I poured some water into my face and I tried to yeah, and I didn't know what to do. Like yeah, he's so good. Also, as I said earlier, like my main advantage is that I can play faster, and like if I don't have that, it's really tough.
That's true. He is right about
one more
that. Yeah,
question
because
as
he
well.
should be faster
I
than
think
me
you
objectively.
might have already answered this, Magnus, but we want the fans to get their questions in. From the Hill 2501 wants, Magnus, can you please explain the mouse arc from the last couple of days? Maybe that was part of being home, that your actual physical setup was different.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like I'm a little bit faster from, or probably a lot faster. Even though I'm still slow. So yeah, I also I like the bigger screen better. I feel like I see the board,
I agree.
geometrical things.
I
In a
agree with
better
him
way,
on that.
even
When I
though, you know,
yeah, when I
still
played the Champions Chess Tour from
blunder,
Norway on my
every
laptop,
second
it was
move,
not
but
the same. It
so
was
does
not the
everybody.
same at all. I agree with him on that. Absolutely, absolutely.
Everyone
right.
makes
Thank you.
mistakes. Yeah, it's true. And thanks so much for your thoughts, Magnus. We'll let you go, but I do want to wish you the best of luck in the upcoming World Cup, since I know that event is starting soon. But thanks so much for joining us. And I know second place isn't first, but congrats on really an awesome performance.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really happy.
That was great. Great interview there.
All right, you
World
guys,
#1.
there we go. So we get the big dub. We win the we do win the Bullet Chess Championship. I mean, very, very tough event. Really, really difficult. But I do end up winning it. So I do take the grand prize of 20K. Cannot complain. So it's all good. It's all good.